Hello everyone and welcome to a new lesson with Miss Rafa. Today we will be talking about Unit 4 Transport and Tourism. Open your activity book and let's get started. Let's start with some speaking. Look at the pictures and discuss with your partner the following fields in your future city: traffic, buildings, facilities like parks, mosques, and churches. Read the following text and then do the tasks below. Ecological cities. Ecological. Ecological. Let's see some vocabulary first. Assume. Assume. In American English it is assume. Progress. Progress. Dramatic. Dramatic. Dynamic. Dynamic. Alternative. Alternative. Prioritize. Prioritize. Environmental. Environmental. Sustainability. Sustainability. Environmental sustainability. Environmental sustainability. Renewal. Renewal. Renewable. Renewable. Irrigate. Irrigate. Degradation. Degradation. Expansion. Expansion. Species. Species. Let's read the lesson. When we think about the future, we tend to assume that most things will stay the same. This is almost never the case. We're experiencing a technological progress every month now. The world is changing, and the changes are very dramatic. Imagining future cities with modern technology appears as a dynamic solution to society's recent problems. Some recent research have suggested that we need to think about the way we imagine future cities and to focus on some forms of alternative energy such as solar power, wind power, and water power, which lead to environmental sustainability. We need to answer questions about what can be sustained and what can't, where cities can be located and where they can't, and how we might travel in and between them, and how we can physically live and work together. We may want our future cities to prioritize environmental renewal. We need to prevent environmental degradation and stop the expansion of deserts. Future cities can collect water and use solar power to irrigate the dry land. Future cities should be surrounded by rivers and provided with renewable energy resources and green vehicles heading towards more ecological forms of public transport. Imagining these cities helps us understand how we want our future lives and tomorrow's world to look like. It will be better to rethink about our health, other species, and the planet we share. Now let's see the key words. Ecological. Interested in preserving the environment. Assume. To think that something is true. Progress. The process of getting better at doing something. Dramatic. Great and sudden. Dynamic. Continuously moving or changing. Prioritize. To treat something as being more important than other things. Sustainability. The ability of continuing without causing damage. Renewal. When an activity or process begins again. Degradation. The process by which something changes to a worse condition. Irrigate. To supply land or crops with water. Now let's see question A. Answer the following questions. How often are we experiencing a technological progress now? We're experiencing a technological progress every month now. Name some of the alternative powers. solar power, wind power, and water power. What do future cities use to irrigate the dry land? They collect water and use solar power. Mention 2 ecological forms of transport. Bikes and electric vehicles. In your opinion, how can we prevent environmental degradation? By stopping deforestation and planting a lot of trees. Now B. Match the beginnings in column A with the ends in column B. We tend to assume that most things will stay the same in the future. The world is changing, and the changes are very dramatic. Modern technology appears as a dynamic solution to society's recent problems. We may want our future cities to prioritize environmental renewal. Future cities should be surrounded by rivers. It will be better to rethink of our health. Now let's see some vocabulary. Select the correct words in brackets. I didn't see your bike, so I بعد الفاعل شو بيجي؟ فعل. Assumed you had gone out. The two cars are very بعد very بيجي صفة. Similar in size and design. John lived a life of بعد of بيجي اسم. Degradation after he lost his fortune. The solar power is a بعد a بيجي اسم، ولكن ممكن نحط صفة بين a والاسم، فمنطلع بعد الفراغ إذا في عنا اسم فالفراغ لازم يكون صفة. Renewable energy. Cycling is a totally sustainable form of transport. Now let's move on to grammar. We have determiners. Let's see question A. Select the correct determiners between brackets. Does anyone know the answer? I haven't got pictures in my bedroom. أكيد أنا بحط صوري بغرفتي. I have told you to pay attention many times before. I have only a few coins in my wallet. There aren't any students in the library. الجملة منفية فبنختار any. There is a little milk left in the fridge. milk غير معدود فبنختار little. أما a few فبتجي مع المعدود. Now B. Complete the following statements with appropriate determiners. More than one answer can be correct. ممكن يكون في عنا كذا إجابة صحيحة. A lot of people drive cars nowadays. Sammy likes to eat some food before he sits down to study. The children will hurt themselves if they don't get off that tree. الأطفال اللي رح ينأذوا معروفين اللي هن متسلقين الشجرة. The doctor advised me to eat an apple every morning. حيلا تفاحة. She got her license without any problems. في عنا جملة منفية. وين النفي؟ كلمة without. Now let's go to writing. Write a short paragraph about the plans of the future. Include both facts and opinions about this means of transport. Keep in mind, after writing a paragraph, read it again. Check spelling, grammar, vocabulary, punctuation, capitalization. Correct the mistakes if there are any. هذا الموضوع اللي لازم تكتبه. That's everything for today. Thank you very much. See you next lesson.